SZA is a Sun in Scorpio, a Venus in Capricorn, a Moon in Pisces, a Mercury in Scorpio, and a Mars in Scorpio. So when it comes to a Scorpio Sun woman, they can be intensely loyal, secretive, they can read people really well, and they can also be possessive. They also could tend to have a vengeful side, but they're very resilient and transformative. When it comes to a Pisces moon, they could be deeply empathetic, escapist, creative, and imaginative. But a downside to this is they could be too trusting. They could absorb people's energy they could always absorb people's energy, like I said, like very empathetic. They could be empaths, they also could be psychic too, spiritually intuitive. When it comes to a Venus and Capricorn woman, they could be loyal, emotionally guarded, practical in love, slow to express themselves. They could be supportive, affectionate. When it comes to a Mercury and Scorpio, they could be persuasive. They can have cutting words and thoughts, sharp psychological insight, suspicious of everyone, investigative, and they might not like to reveal like their true thoughts and like what they actually like are thinking. When it comes to a Mars and Scorpio woman, they're very passionate, but you can ultimately let them to be controlling, but also strong-willed, explosive. When it comes to arguments, and they could be obsessive too. Yeah, she has Scorpio in pretty prominent places. True Scorpio, true Scorpio woman. I'd say that much. He wants to come out. So. Y'all are sideways, so it's like if this is a weird angle, I'm sorry, but my tripod likes to fall when you're directly in front of me. What was the relationship between SZA and Kendrick Lamar like in the past? I want to first start with you. Love me, and happiness is my priority. And then my life started when I met you, and it got only hurts more. Okay, what about the future? I mean, not the future. Present. Excuse me. Present. What about the present relationship between I want you to choose, now is not the time, you matter. Okay. You know what? I'm loving all the colors here. I am. Not gonna lie. This is the most colorfulest spread I've ever seen with these cards when I use these cards. I'm loving all the colors. I really am. Okay. Okay. We'll start with the past. This love scares me. I'm ready. I want to first start with you. Love me. Okay, so there may have been some feelings here. I think, no pun intended, I think that him and SZA are kindred spirits. I think in the past, when they first met each other, and I'm being drawn to this green here, was there feelings for each other here? Kind of, sort of. It's like, y'all know it's like in those movies, in those drama movies where the protagonist and the antagonist like each other, and then they kind of play hard to get with each other. They kind of flirt, one character is like kind of mysterious, while the other one is like kind of like Bella and Edward. It's like that sort of dynamic, y'all. Like Bella and Edward. That's exactly what I'm trying to describe. Bella and Edward. Do I think that they fucked? I don't think so. I think that it was giving a very much so Bella and Edward dynamic, and then it just kind of, and then Kendrick, I think either Kendrick was already married or had a girlfriend or met his wife, and then things just kind of stopped from there. And I feel like it's SZA. SZA was like, oh, like, did he not like me like that? Like, were we not feeling the chemistry? Like SZA kind of felt rejected in a way, because Kendrick kind of moved on. I think when it comes to Kendrick's case, it was a classic. And I'm sure some of us have experienced this before. With Kendrick's case, in Kendrick's case, it was a classic case of I met my soulmate, but I'm scared, and so I'd rather get with somebody that's easier. Kind of. I'd rather get with somebody that doesn't require so much emotional labor. Does that make sense? Has anyone ever experienced that before? I know I have. When men feel like they could have met the perfect woman, right? Like, oh, she gets me. She's perfect. She's beautiful. She's smart. She's this. We could very much so gel really well. And then y'all don't end up being together because he's scared, because the connection is divinely guided, and he's scared. He's not emotionally available. He's not willing to He's not willing to put in that work to be with you. He's not willing to grow. You know what I'm saying? He's not willing to spiritually evolve when it comes to love. That's that's honestly what this is giving y'all. I don't think they had sex though. It's the cards are not showing me that. I don't think they slept with each other. No. I think he's like, no, she's my little sister. He views her as his little sister. And SZA kind of viewed that as rejection. When it comes to now, in the future, I do think that they started to get close again. And then I feel like there's an insecurity here. There's fear of overstepping a boundary here when it comes to SZA's side. I'm just be honest with you. SZA's energy is kind of overriding. You know, she's the one that's putting the more emotional investment in this whole thing than he is. He's kind of closed off to SZA in a romantic way. I'm not talking about platonically. No, it's like, whereas before here in the past, I see like love, I see appreciation, but then now when it comes to here, it's like I think SZA is worried about bothering him. Like, I hope I'm not bothering him. I hope I'm not being annoying. And she's very much so still, you know, actively appreciative of him. I don't know if I should go as far as say, oh, I still have feelings for him. She also may have talked to her therapist about this. When they had to work together for GNX, old feelings may have arose when it comes to how she felt about him in the past. Old feelings may have arose, and I think she talked to her therapist about this with the seek professional advice. I think she talked to somebody about this. I'm starting to have feelings for him again. I'm starting to feel something again when it comes to him, and I'm scared because I have these feelings. I don't want to overstep, and I don't want to seem like a burden, and I don't want to seem annoying, and I don't want to seem like I'm bothering him. You get what I'm saying? Do I think that there's so much as a strain on their relationship? No. It's just that I think when it comes to Kendrick, you know, he's going through his own things, and she doesn't want to seem like a bother to him. That's a lot. Whew. I'm sorry, y'all. And I didn't want to say it. I did say it in the last SZA video, but I cut it out. Y'all, she's draining. She is draining. And I didn't even go I'm not even a quarter into the reading, and she's draining. My God. My God. My God. My God. It's a lot. It is a lot. She's more draining than Jenna Ortega is. Jenna Ortega is not that draining. She's a little draining, but not that much. But her, it's a lot. It is a lot, y'all. And Lord, give me the strength. Why did this reading, I also want to give y'all a heads up. This reading might be all over the place. I don't even feel like putting it together and, you know, categorizing it. So I am going to put timestamps. So y'all can just pick and choose whatever y'all want to hear about. And yeah. Why did SZA disappear for 6 or 7 years after Control? What's the real reason why as she disappeared? The Tower. The Lovers. Ooh. Oh shit. The Queen of Cups. Y'all. Okay. Let me tell you something. After Control, she was presented with a deal. It was time for her, and we're entering into conspiracy territory now, so I'm just letting y'all know now. It was time for her to accelerate when it comes to spiritually. I don't know how they do it with the industry, but they wanted her soul with the Queen of Cups in the reverse. They wanted her soul, and she said, I disappeared, y'all. And also, she feels like she was losing sight of herself and what was really important. I think the fame hit her really fast, especially when it comes to the popularity of Control. I think it all hit her really fast, and she was losing herself. She felt like she was losing herself, and she's like, no, I need to ground myself. I need to stay grounded. I need to stay I need to stay humble. I need to stay present. Like, this isn't, I'm losing myself, and this is scary to me, so I need to retreat. And also, you know, I think she was tempted to do something, and it kind of scared her a little bit, and so she retreated. Yeah. You know, I will say she's easy to read too. Not all these celebrities are easy to read, y'all, and it could be a plethora of different reasons as to why they're not easy to read. Some people are emotionally closed off. Some people are very emotionally guarded and closed off. Some people have, a spiritual team that's protecting them, but also it could also be depending on the subject that I'm reading on. And it could be my intention too, but sometimes, and also sometimes I do readings because I know that you guys would want me to, because y'all are nosy, right? Because I'm being nosy, and sometimes that intention alone could get me blocked from somebody's energy. Yeah, so, but she's easy to read. She is. It's just a lot. It's a lot, child. My next question is she gonna disappear again for another 6? Is she gonna disappear again? Ace of Wands, 6 of Swords. I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think one more album, one more project with the Ace of Wands here, and then she's gone, but not completely. With the 6 of Wands here, I mean with the 6 of Swords, excuse me, it's good. That talks about walking away from something. That talks about moving away from something. She might even move. She might even move from the US. She might be planning on moving. But yeah, she's gonna disappear again with this 4 of Pentacles here. She is. But not completely. I do see her collaborating with someone. Yeah, see the same cards that popped out earlier as to why she disappeared. Yeah. I think with her the same thing is gonna happen. I think the vultures are gonna come again, y'all. I think the vultures is gonna come again, and she's gonna be like, leave me the fuck alone. Leave me the fuck alone, bitch. Like, leave me alone. Like, go somewhere. Go somewhere. Go somewhere. Go somewhere. Like, I mean, what inspired me to do this reading was her recent magazine photo shoot when she was showing the one eye. I was like, they got her, y'all. They got her. Why hasn't she done a tiny desk? And you know what? I think she should wait to do a tiny desk, which is a smart thing to do because her discography is not that big yet. I think she should wait. Like when she reaches about like Beyonce's age, I think she should do a tiny desk. Like, I think like when she gets older, just a little bit more older, and she grows her good discography, she should do a tiny desk. But why hasn't SZA done a tiny desk yet? The 4 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles. I think they did reach out to her. I think they did reach out to her, but she said no. Yeah. Why hasn't she done a tiny desk yet? I think of Pentacles. The Tower card, the Judgment, and the Strength. Also, it could have something to do with her vocals. You know, I heard that she uses auto-tune, and that could be an issue. I think that she feels like there's a fear here. It's leaving her comfort zone, and she's scared because she feels like people are going to critique her. She feels like it could go awry really quickly. She thinks she might have done good, and then here comes somebody making a moment where her voice cracks go viral. You get what I'm saying? It's like it's a fear of judgment here. She's saying things could go awry really quickly. It's already out of her comfort zone, and then boom, it's like, I think with Tiny Desk, you're not very much so in control of your production that much. It's basically resources. You have what's available to you, and you have to work with it. I think people who perform at Tiny Desk, you have to work with it. And with her, there's no control over production that much. There's not as much control as she, no pun intended. There's not as much control as she would like when it comes to production for Tiny Desk. And this is her hearing from how other people have performed. I think she asked about it too. She asked somebody close that's already done a Tiny Desk, oh, what is it like? How is it? Da, 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 da. And they explained to her. And so whatever they told her, it just kind of causes her to have a little bit more dissatisfaction or no desire to do it even more. She like, girl, somebody said, girl, it's hot in there. Ain't no motherfucking, and all them people in there packed up into one tiny space. It's like, ain't no air conditioning. It's hot in there. Like, she like, oh no. Oh no. Why was there tension between her and Isaiah Rashad? So I want to know. So Isaiah Rashad, I think, also has been is signed to TDE, and back then, like probably like in 2014, 2013, around that time, they were having some conflict with each other, but they never really explained why. So I want to know why. Page of Swords, 3 of Swords. Oh, I think I think he said something about her, or he said something to her. It was a slight. I think he said it to TDE, or he said it to Punch, or he was talking shit, and she found out he was talking shit, like, oh, and it has something to do with it has something to do with like, slow down, Samara. It's like, how should I put this? I feel like he was talking shit about her, something along the lines of, what can she contribute to this label? Like, she's weird, like she's weird, like she's just gonna, it's nothing deep, it's petty. It's like it's a petty insult that he said about her or to her. He was throwing slights, and I don't know if it was either to TDE, or he said it in front of her, or he said it like he put her on blast in front of everybody else. That's where it started. And it was something about like, it was something about the group, like it was something about the label, like what can she contribute, you know, something along that line of what can she contribute, like, did Punch really just sign da 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 da? And it may have something to do with her being female, y'all, but he was talking shit. He insulted her, and she put him in his place. Now, she wasn't acting ratchet or nothing. I think with that Mercury and Scorpio, y'all, like I said, she could have cutting words, and she could also, like, you know, Mercury and Scorpio people, they have this ability. They go fuck somebody up with just, they can say one little thing and fuck somebody up with the intention to fuck somebody up. And sometimes you don't even know that they insulted you for real. You got to think about it like, what she just say? And they can be passive aggressive too. She may have said something passive aggressive or done something passive aggressive, and he like, wait a damn minute. And then now she like, I don't fuck with you. Oh yeah, she can hold a grudge, y'all. Sister holds grudges, honey. Eventually she'll get over it, but she can hold a grudge. How did her label mates feel about her joining the label as the first female? The full Eight of Cups, King of Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you know what? This is the energy that I picked up with Isaiah. There's some of them motherfuckers feel entitled. I feel like they've been under Punch for a long time, that when something new was happening, when a change was happening, they automatically had a problem because they felt entitled to have their opinion about the direction of the label or where things were going. And they kind of felt slighted in a way. And so they kind of took it out on, so if they did insult her, Isaiah Rashad, they kind of took it out on her instead of talking to who you were really mad at. And never mind, I'm not going to insert my opinion, but that's a very cowardly thing to do. I know I said I wasn't going to insert my opinion, but in my opinion, I think that's a very cowardly thing to do. That's not very manly at all, to go after a woman for a choice that wasn't in her control. Does that make sense? Also, some of them they were happy. They were like, oh, new change. And also, I feel like some of them were standoffish. They had to warm up to her a little bit. And they're like, we have a female, but we don't know where this is gonna go, but we're gonna be nice anyway. We're gonna be welcoming anyway. Yeah. And I feel like because she joined the team, if they have like outings or whatever the fuck, they couldn't do things that they usually did. I don't know what that could be, but there was I feel like certain things that they would do stopped since she joined the team. Like, yeah, because they feel like they had to include her. But I feel like with SZA, she's like, girl, I'm fine, like I don't need to go, like y'all do you. Like, but they wanted to include her. So yeah, they stopped doing certain things. I don't know what it is, y'all. I don't know. But I see them feeling like they needed to stop certain things since she joined. What is her relationship? What was her relationship like with her ex-fiancé? What was her relationship like with her ex-fiancé? SZA's ex-fiancé. This love scares me. I can't even look at you right now. One pentacle. Gossip only hurts more. I feel the same way. I dream about you a lot, too much. You hurt me, but that's okay, I guess. Words do hurt. Oh shit. I just dream and wish for everything. I hope you'll wait for me. I'm obsessed with your body, and do you even see me that way? All right, let's get. Oh, sorry. Did I just moan? That was an accident. What was her relationship like with her ex? Goody Adams in reverse. Okay. Okay. And then we have noticing patterns in the reverse. Wednesday's detective board. Okay. What was her relationship like with her ex-fiancé? I don't even know why I got stunted. I think that she had to deal with a lot of betrayal, and a big thing that I'm seeing here is insecurities. It's like anything that he did that wasn't so affirming, she would take it personal. Um, and that kind of put a strain on the relationship because this is emotional regulation. I think she was codependent. I think she suffered from a little bit of codependency. Do I think she's automatically codependent? No. But I think that once she lets you in, and she very possessive with that Scorpio child, very possessive. Once she lets you in, it's all or nothing when it comes to her. And so she'll very much so take it personally. If you do something that's not very affirming, and that put a strain on the relationship. And he started feeling like he was walking on eggshells. And so I don't know what his chart is looking like, but it's giving very much so. If I feel like I have to walk on eggshells with you, I'm gonna start distancing myself. And then I feel like that's what happened, and then he started acting accordingly. Whether that be cheating, not coming home. I do think he loved her. He did. They loved each other, but they got in both of them got in their own way. And I feel like if she was yelling at him, or if they did have a disagreement, he would just take it. Like, he wouldn't even bother to stick up for himself. He wouldn't even bother to argue back at one point. He started slowly distancing himself. And so anytime he acted nonchalant, anytime he didn't want to argue, she took it personally. And she's like, oh, so you don't care about me now? It's like, oh, girl. Oh, girl. Listen, I'm not judging, right? Because I think she was young. They were both young. I'm not judging. We live, we learn, we grow. But yeah, this is a lot. This is a lot, girl. And I don't think that it's fair that you sing about this man and you make it seem like you're the victim in all of this. I do think that you have a part to play. Do I think that you deserve the cheating and the nonchalantness? I think you had the right, especially if you guys were engaged. I think you had the right to adequate communication coming from this man. And if someone loves you, they're going to give you that confirmation. They're going to give you that affirmation. They're going to give you confirmation, and they're going to reassure you. But I think with him, it started to get too much, and it's like he felt like he was walking on eggshells, and so he just started giving up. And also, I just saw this card with this: your family won't like me. That might be pretty self-explanatory. Somebody's family didn't like somebody. But yeah, I don't think it's fair that you sing about this man and you make it seem like he's the villain. But I feel like you had a part to play too. Did you deserve the cheating and anything else? No, you didn't. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. When it comes to that, her experience at the strip club. Okay. Period. What was her experience like when she was working at the strip club? What was SZA's experience like when she was working at the strip club? No, you can't make me. Never going back. No, you can't take me. I've had enough of shitty news. I had a thing for dirty shoes. And love dirty men alike. Ooh, better day than yesterday. Ooh, I just take it day by day. Ooh, never hearing what they say. Ooh, I just do it my way. All I got is these broken clocks. I ain't got no time, just burning day and night. It's still love, and it's still love, and it's still love, it's still love, it's still love. It's still love, it's still love, and it's still love. Nothing but love for you. Nothing but love. Okay, listen. Let me tell you something, y'all. Okay, so what was her experience like at the strip club? I miss you. Do you? I still don't have the answers. Time to ground yourself. I just wish things were different. I'm obsessed with your body. Do you even see me that way? Love is the answer. What do you want? I never imagined so much perfection. I think you should slow down. I'm addicted to you. And then we got the card sex. Okay. Her experience at the strip club. This feels like an energy of playboy bunny. I gotta act like a playboy bunny. I gotta butter up these men so that they can give me some money. I gotta act like I like these men. I gotta make them think that they're the only man in the world and that I'm such a simp for them and I love them so much and I just want to take, if I could have the opportunity, I just motherfucking wrap them up in a fucking blanket, bitch, and put them in the back of my Maybach, bitch, and just take them home. And I just want to, like, it gives very much so, girl, I think I'm channeling her energy. It just gives very much so, I gotta make sure they think they're just the only perfect man in the world so that I can get the money. But I don't like these niggas. Like, it's job. Also, I think that she was selling poom poom every now and then. If you were offering the right type of money, I think that she was fucking for money. Nothing too crazy. Just a quickie. And I don't think it was often either. It was just every now and then. If you offered the right type of money, then she was going bust it down. She gon' bust it. She gon' bust it. She gon' TikTok on it like a clock. She was gonna bust it down. She was. I do think that, you know, she was an attractive one, but it gives like she wasn't attractive, you know, one. You know, she was she was one of the favorites in somebody's book, okay? And when it comes to, it's like very Playboy bunny-ish, very customer service-ish. This energy gives that. It's like, and she didn't like being at the strip club. She didn't like it. With this, I wish things were different. She didn't like it. I think she was getting tired. But you know what? If I'm not mistaken, I think she said she got fired. And she was gonna stay there. She was gonna stay there longer, but Spirit wanted to take her out. Spirit took her out. Yeah. Yeah, she wasn't supposed to be there, y'all. And if she was, it was supposed to be a stop shop. She was supposed to stay there longer. I think she was struggling to find a job, to find her a real job. She was gonna stay there longer. But she did tell the story as to how she got fired, or I think she quit. I don't know. I watched a few deep dives on her, and so I could do an adequate reading. And I think one of them, she told the story. She said that she was having some issues with her family or something, and then she told her boss, and I think she wanted to, like, the day off, or she didn't want to show up to work or something. And then her boss said, "Oh, I don't give a fuck about your family." And then she said she went off, and then she left. Like, she never came back. Like, she got fired. And I was like, I think that's what she said happened. But yeah, if that didn't happen, if that didn't transpire, she was gonna stay there, and Spirit didn't want her to stay there. Spirit wanted her out. And Scorpios are fixed signs. Fixed signs stereotypically can be a little stubborn, and they can very much so, like, relish in a comfort zone. She was gonna get comfortable, and I don't want to go as far to say that SZA would have probably became a madam bitch. If I don't want to go as far to say that, but it's giving she was probably going to, like, work her way up to being top dog, like manager of the strippers, bitch. Manager of the strippers, supervisor of the strippers. It's like if she would have stayed there. But Spirit didn't want her to stay there. My question is, why did she lie about her freckles? Now, I wanted to say something about this question, and I come in peace. I do. With her Mars and Pisces, I do think that when she was younger, I do think that she maladaptic daydreamed. So when you maladaptic daydream, it's basically like when people, you know, create like elaborate fantasies in their head, and, you know, they even play different characters in their mind, and, you know, it could result into trauma as to why people dissociate and kind of create a different reality in their mind. I do think that she suffered from that a little bit, and also in conjunction with her, because, you know, Moon and Pisces, you know, could be escapists. You know, they could have alcohol issues, drug issues. You know, it's easy for them to kind of escape, whatever form that may be, right? But when it comes to SZA, I think that she is or was a maladaptic daydreamer, and so, and also in conjunction with her insecurity issues, I think that when people started showing interest in her wanting to know about her, it kind of prompted her to be like, oh yeah, they're my freckles, da 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 da, because in a way she felt accepted. Oh shit, I forgot to mention her rising sign. I think her rising sign is Aquarius, and I think her rising sign is Aquarius, which that makes so much sense because how she dresses and how she dresses, her music taste, and how people perceive her music. A lot of deep dives that I watched deep dives on her music and people's, opinions on it, and I watched how people critiqued her upbringing, and a lot of people say that a lot of people view her music as unorthodox, and also same thing with her upbringing. They also view her upbringing as all over the place and very what is that word, eclectic. So that makes a lot of sense with her Aquarius and her Aquarius rising, excuse me. So with her Aquarius rising, Aquarius are stereotypically the outcast. So, and I said this before, an Aquarius likes to feel validated, right? An Aquarius likes to feel validated, and when they feel validated, they can run with it. And so I feel like with her, someone showed interest in her freckles, and she just ran with it, child. She just ran with it. That's what I feel like happened. Okay, so but we're gonna pull cards and see. Why did SZA lie about her freckles? Why did she lie about her freckles? Take me back to when she lied about her freckles. Yep. What did I say? What did I say? Y'all see this? She ran with it, child. She said, listen. Why did she lie about her freckles? Yeah. She was excited. People are like, people are paying attention to me. Oh my God. Like, I'm so excited to be here. Yeah. That's that. Also, I think, I don't want to say SZA has a lying problem. I think with her, there's a thin line between being secretive and lying for the sake of staying mysterious and secretive, and lying just because. I hate to be that person, and I kind of shook my head because a lot of people like to call her a liar. I think SZA, I don't want to say she has a lying problem. I do think that, SZA don't mind lying. She don't mind lying, child. Every once in a while, a little white lie, or she don't mind lying, because I know she there's all sorts of deep dives on her lies. People are so mean. People literally like pulled evidence from every single time she lied and put it all together in a video and critiqued on it. I'm like, oh my God. Y'all are so mean. Also, she liked the look. She wished she had freckles. She liked the look. Yeah, I think she wished she had. But that was then, though. I don't know if she still wishes she had freckles now. I don't know. But yeah, that was then. She liked the look. Okay. So I want to know, my next question is, why was she transparent about the surgery on her body but not her face? Now, this could be a touchy topic for some. Do I think that she got plastic surgery? Absolutely. She looks very different. But there's a pattern that I noticed when it comes to female celebrities. And also I want to address this topic with tender care as well, because like I said, this woman is very open about her insecurities, and she's very transparent about that. So I want to approach this with care, because it's not out of the ordinary for somebody to get plastic surgery because they are kind of insecure about the way that they look. So, and also, like I said, was mentioning before, I've noticed this with a lot of female celebrities. They're honest. Well, they just now started being honest about the surgery that they get on their body, but not their face. And I wonder why. But we're talking about SZA today. So we're going to ask why she isn't honest about her face surgery, but she's honest about her body surgery. And I'm going to just be honest with y'all. She already felt out of place. And so Doechii said it better. Doechii said it best. She said, in her song Girl Get Up featuring SZA, she said, mouths get fed when your ass this thick. And I love Doechii. Oh my God, like I love her. But I used to watch Doechii before she got signed, and Doechii was skinny. She was very skinny. She didn't necessarily have any buttocks, okay, and she was athletic. So people say that she got a BBL, but people don't know what BBL means, because Doechii couldn't have gotten a BBL because Doechii was petite. So she got ass shots and they look great. And so when she said that line in her song, it's basically like her saying that there's this pressure of female artists having to accentuate their features and how they look in order for people to pay attention to them. As much as we like to criticize women for getting their body done, let's be honest, you don't pay attention to a woman unless her ass is ginormous or if her boobs are ginormous. Let's take Ice Spice for example. Ice Spice like literally lost all her followers when she lost weight, and then then all of a sudden y'all really wanted to be real about her rap abilities. And it's like, especially when it comes to a female rapper, y'all like the aesthetic of it all as much as y'all like to criticize these women, and I don't understand. Megan Thee Stallion also talked about it too. It's like we don't understand. Like, y'all want to look at big ass, but then y'all criticize the big ass. It's giving, what is there to like? What else is there to like? What else is there to look at except for niggas, except for men? It's like, y'all need to pick which one. Okay. So why is SZA transparent about the surgery on her body but not her face? We have the Lovers, the Seven of Swords, the Two of Cups. Yeah, we have the Two of Swords. It's going to, if she's honest about the surgery on her face. Also, okay, I'm seeing two things here. One, if she's honest about the surgery on her face, there's a reason why she's getting the surgery, and it's because she doesn't feel comfortable in her own skin or whatever God gave her, right? And so that's still kind of a sore topic for her when it comes to her looks. Okay, that's why I said I wanted to approach it with care, because there's obviously a reason here. It's a sore topic. And so if she comes out and she faces criticism or backlash, that's gonna hurt her. That's gonna hurt her feelings. That's gonna trigger her. She'd just rather not. Two, her face is her brand. Her face is her brand. And she fucked up. She fucked up when she released the lip line, and she got lip filler. And it looks good. Okay, she got lip filler. I've been thinking about getting some. Even because when you look at SZA's old videos, old pictures, SZA had a longer philtrum, and the philtrum is basically that spot below the nose and above the upper lip. That's her philtrum. She had a longer philtrum, and now it's gotten shorter over the years, and that could be done with lip filler. And I've been thinking about shortening my philtrum. So I need to see where I need to do research. I wonder who did her lip fillers, but it's like, it's her brand, right? And so she kind of strained her brand a little bit if she came out and said, oh yeah, I had a plastic surgery. And y'all see all these swords? Y'all see all those swords? Yeah, with this love me card here. Look at that. Yeah. That's why she hasn't been transparent about it, y'all. It'll trigger her if she receives any backlash, if y'all criticize her. And two, it's her brand. It's her brand. At least that's what she feels like. My next, why was she photographed showing the one eye symbol multiple times in her recent magazine? Broomstick clearance. We have tarot cards, guidance. She was told to. Autumn, spring. Yeah, she was told to. Especially, I know that she did a pose laying down, and she kind of looked like this card. Yeah, she was definitely told to on that pose. I think I'll include the image. She's in the beginning stages. Okay. She's in the beginning stages of an initiation, y'all. That's what it's giving. And we have most of them. We have spring, summer, and autumn. I think that this is her spring phase of her initiation. See, with this incubation here. Yeah, she's considered a baby when it comes to her initiation. She's kind of a late bloomer when it comes to being initiated. Doechii got initiated right away, honey. Doechii did her initiation ritual right away. But SZA kind of waited. And then her next phase is going to be in summer. And then her next phase is going to be in autumn of 2026. That's why. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, okay? And I'll see you guys next time.